Hey, hi, and hello, Mad Ink Pyro, once again on day 17 of my keto adventure. It is fairly interesting on how we have to play all this stuff right now. I'm not going to touch on what's going on just right now. Everybody knows. Everybody's been keeping up to date, so. What I am going to tell you is what to do right now. The markets are nuts. The delivery is what it is, and everybody's going to get very bored very quickly. I know, my kids are. I kind of am. I stay at my house quite a bit just because it's comfortable, and right now I'm just because I can't go out and do what I like to do, except for like go fishing. I'm going stir crazy because they don't want us out here. They don't want us out there. It's one of those things where if they don't want you to do it, you want to do it. It's kind of like with keto. I can't eat bread right now. I've been going nuts. I've wanted a hot roll, or a hot homemade loaf of bread. It's been kind of kooky like that. So I'm going to touch on some stuff that you guys can do during this time that we're kind of stuck. I mean, the people that are working from home, that's great. Keep the system going. But at the same time, you're going to have a lot more downtime. Now, some people are looking at it like, oh, good, I can get this done or I can get that done. Other people are looking at it like, now what do I do? So if you have a family, this is great family time, guys. The TV, of course, is going to play a big role in this and social media. So, keep up on that. But that's not the only thing you have to do. We're going to play board games. We're going to get into some longer stuff than we normally do. Stuff like Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games and stuff like that. Like I said, I have 3 active children. You guys already know that. And they get bored. So we got to try to keep that rolling and get them off the electronics. The problem is the internet's being used as the communication tool it was meant for. So I'm trying to not allow everybody in my household to eat internet signal. I know that sounds weird, but with everybody being at home and being bored, the internet's been increasingly slowing down. Well, where I'm at, because I live on an island. So we have one little substation, and I'm sure it's just getting overloaded right now. So we're trying to stay offline as much as we can. So we're doing more things. I'm cooking more homemade stuff, opposed to buying convenient stuff. And on keto, that's easy. But for the other kids, it is absolutely not. These kids like their convenience food. All kids do. So instead of buying loaves of bread, we're making them. And believe me, it smells. Don't even get me started. Just doing other odds and ends things around the house. Getting things done that you meant to do. Go through your old stuff. Do some spring cleaning. That kind of stuff will keep you busy. It'll keep your mind off everything that's going on. And it just, it makes your life a little more convenient and a little better. That, and you find stuff that you forgot you even had. At least I do. I have a fireworks company. I cleaned out my firing systems today. That's something I haven't done in probably 2 years. So everything's working properly, and I found out my wireless remote control works again, which is really cool. There's just a bunch of stuff that you can do. Get back into your crafting. Get back into your knitting. These downtimes are gonna be difficult to get through, but at the same time, there's always something to do. Instead of going out and being part of the problem, you can stay at home and be part of the solution. Essential employees, man. When they said essential employees, and that's all they want on the roads after certain hours, and I don't know if it's in Maryland yet or not, but I know New Jersey's putting it into effect. I think Ohio already has. There's a whole bunch of other states out there that are implicating these new rules. there's a lot of naysayers out there saying, "Oh, well, they're prepping us for socialism. They're prepping us for." No, guys, we are actually in the middle of something that can hurt people really bad. So they're trying to stop it from spreading to everybody. They're trying to flatten the curve so no one gets seriously ill and dies. COVID-19 has been a bad thing. It's also a learning thing. The last time we had anything like this happen was what, 1919 or something like that. So I never thought in a million years I'd have to go through it, and I'm sure you guys didn't either. But now that we are going through it, please do your part and let it go as smoothly as it can. They're already talking about canceling school for the rest of the year. Kansas has already done that. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, and it's all new to us, and we just need to kind of do our part. Yes, I miss my friends. Yes, I miss going out and doing the things I normally do. I took my trash out last night, and I have to haul my garbage to another place right now. We took my van and unloaded it. And my town, which is this time of year, is hustle and bustle. Spring's getting ready to crest. Everybody's going up to Ocean City and getting their vacation spots ready. People are taking their RVs up. This place was a ghost town. The hotels are normally packed. They were empty. All the restaurants up here are delivery only. So there's no people in the restaurants. There's no people in the retail stores. It's really spooky. Just seeing all the businesses and shops that we normally frequent are either on limited hours or no hours at all. So it's just one of those things where that set in reality for me. I saw everything just kind of stop. And, there was no one on the road. I mean, maybe I might have seen 2 cars the whole time. And I live on a major freeway, Route 50. And there were hardly any cars on it last night. And that was, I think it was 10 o'clock at night. And that's absurd for Route 50. There's usually all sorts of traffic on that road. You walk outside, I can hear Route 50 from my house. And you couldn't hear it. There were no cars on it. No big rigs using their Jake brakes and down gearing or anything. I mean, it was kind of weird. So yeah, it's odd. But, do what you can. Don't be afraid to have 1 or 2 people over or something like that, as long as they are respectful of the whole ordeal. And anybody who comes into my house right now, we're checking them for temperature, we're spraying them down with rubbing alcohol, just in case. There's only 1 case in my entire area, in my entire town. So I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things, where you got to play the game right. If you don't, hand sanitizer. I know you see me touching my face. I'm in my home. My hands are sanitized. I'm not touching anything that I don't normally touch. So it's okay. I can do this and not worry about it. If you're out and about, hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer. I've been carrying my bat everywhere with me. I'm using it, and we also have surgical gloves that we'll put on as soon as but right before you get out of the car. Put the surgical gloves on, get out the car, go do your shopping, go do whatever you need to do. Right before you get back in the car, before you even touch the car, surgical gloves off, hand sanitizer on in the car. I mean, it's there are different precautions that we're taking because of everything that's going on, and we want to make sure that we stay healthy. Now, again, I do want to throw a big shout out to the first responders and the essential personnel and everybody that's still out there in the workplace working their butts off on skeleton crews at this point because they've downsized the actual employees to places, and it's everybody's trying to make this work, and it's hard. It really is. So, first responders, police, way to go, guys. Delivery people, including Amy, y'all just blow my mind. I can't believe you're doing that. I can't believe Amy's doing it. Again, she's taking the precautions that she needs to take and get sprayed down with alcohol before she comes in. They've even changed a lot as far as the delivery policy goes. The restaurant brings it to her, puts it in the bag for her. She doesn't actually touch it. She puts it in the car and drives it to the destination, where she then will either put it down on the porch and knock on the door, ring the doorbell, or someone will be standing at the door waiting for her to put it down and walk away. And or she'll either put it on the porch, or they will pull it out of the bag, and then she has to sanitize the bag. It's weird. It's like, don't touch me, and it's odd for especially Americans. You know, we're shaking hands and giving high fives and hugs and everything else. So for us not to be touching each other, even in a social standpoint, is kind of weird. But guys, it will get better. It's not going to get better anytime soon, from what I understand, but it will get better. So first responders, awesome job, guys. Delivery people, bowling balls. That's all I got to say. Bowling balls. I would not be out there right now doing that job to save my life, but they are, and they're keeping people fed. But yeah, just hunker down to your houses, guys, and enjoy your homes. You guys, you know, we all live in houses, and most of us do, and we all put all these things around us that we never get to see, or never get to play with, or never get to use. Now's your time. You know, go outside, do some gardening if you want. Perfect time for that. I mean, what else are you gonna do, really? It's a great time. You don't have to stay inside. You just have to kind of stay away from groups of people and people that are infected. So, go outside, do some gardening. I know I plan on it. My kids are taking their pellet guns out back in the backyard and shooting targets and stuff, which is cool. That keeps them occupied. And we do plan on going fishing, which tonight may be a good night for it. It seems to be like a really nice day out. So, just, enjoy what you're doing. Play board games with your families. Enjoy the time with your families. This doesn't happen often to where we get a chance to do that. So, think of it as a semi-mandatory staycation. That's kind of what we're doing. So, guys, just be careful, be safe out there. I'm going to wrap this up because I really don't have a whole lot to go off of. But tomorrow we're going to see. Well, I may shoot one tonight that I'll post tomorrow about fishing. So, guys, that's about all I've got for you. So, get healthy, get happy, and I'll see you guys